Welcome to this stormy, windy day to review the new BMW M240i. My name is Martin and today I am taking this car to the Autobahn to review it. Now, as an M340i owner, I am really excited about this car because it's shorter, it's as powerful, it's lighter, it's more nimble, it's sharper, and it's kind of a taster of what the new M2 will be like. Now let's start with the design. We have a Midnight Thunder purple BMW M240i today, which looks absolutely gorgeous from the front, I have to say. With the cerium grey accents of the BMW M Performance models, it's a striking looking car. The purple, that new nose, that new bumper, it's really good. I do really like this kidney design. I hope you can hear me because the wind is so strong today. But we have these small headlight units that make the car look wider than it actually is, and I really like that. Very aggressive lines, like these 45-degree angle going to the front splitter. Well, it's not really a splitter, it's a piece of rubber, but it does look really good. Now here we have these M Sport wheels with Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. That's always the right choice. We've got M Sport brake system, and what I don't like is that these M Performance models now also have this little winglet on the mirror cap like a full-blown M car. So BMW M is starting to move up these M Performance models towards the full-blown M cars, and that's because, well, AMG also calls their A35 a full-blown AMG, so if they have to compete with that, they also have to like blow it up a little bit. So the rear, I really don't like the rear tail light design. I think the complete rear is a bit of a miss. It looks a bit like a Kia hairdresser's car, something like that, something that wants to be cool at a decent price and funky looking 80s vibe. That's what I get from this. It's way too busy, way too many lines, it's way too short. It just doesn't work for me. It's not an improvement over the old M240i, if you ask me. Now, it's an xDrive. It always is an M240i. Maybe there will be a rear-wheel drive version. Maybe we will get a manual even. This is the exhaust, and as an M340i owner, I absolutely hate this stupid piece right here because it's a bumper piece that doesn't even connect to the actual exhaust, which is right there. That's not really beautiful. They have reworked the exhaust compared to the M340i because they now know what to do with the OPF and stuff, and it does sound a bit better, especially from the inside. Okay, let's have a look at that masterpiece of an engine, the B58. Yeah, it is such a great engine. This isn't the light hybrid version because I don't see the purple cable running here. There is a purple cable here like with an M440i nowadays or an M340i, but for this one they chose not to use the hybrid system, which I really like that they didn't do that, and I think it's for weight purposes because that small battery pack does add some weight to it. So we have 374 horsepower, 500 newton meters of torque, 0 to 100, 4.3 seconds, but I'll show you that using launch control in a minute. And I just love the fact that after the huge disappointment that's called 2 Series Grand Coupe, we still have this beautiful rear-wheel drive base 2 Series Coupe. And this is a little gift from BMW to BMW fanboys who like rear-wheel drive. With a 230i you do get rear-wheel drive only, but this is a rear-wheel drive biased xDrive version. But let me tell you, it feels like a rear-wheel driven car. I really, really like it. So the interior, I think it's a super nice interior. It's like the 3 Series, only a bit smaller. Except for the door design, it's completely different and I kind of like it. Handle right here, beautiful in cognac leather, as are these optional M Sport seats, which are really comfortable, supportive, and do all the jobs they need to do. So really, really good. Okay, so let's start her up. The straight 6 3-liter turbocharged engine. Don't think I mentioned that earlier on. Now, of course, the old BMW M240i was a bit of a flawed car because it also had a beautiful B58 engine, a different gen, of course, with only 340 horsepower, and also an 8-speed ZF gearbox. But these are different gens, so this is much sharper, more power, more economical, stuff like that. But the biggest flaw of the M240i wasn't its straight line speed, because it was sometimes even faster than a stock M2, but it was the suspension. When BMW M found out about the old M240i, they said, that thing is too quick. You better make that suspension terrible. And BMW did, because they didn't want the M2 to be beaten by its lesser brother, right? So the suspension was like driving an ice cream truck. It was all over the place. It didn't have any focus, any sharpness. It was terrible. But now, let me put it into sport individual. Oh, it's so much better. It's so much better. The suspension is really nice and supple. In comfort, it's really, really comfortable. You can drive this car as a daily, no problem. And in Sport Plus, it just has like a nice dynamic edge to it. It's not like it's rock hard like with an BMW M model in Sport Plus, which I absolutely hate. I always put the M models in comfort and these M Performance models in Sport Plus. This is a really road-driven car. This is made for public roads and to enjoy it on public roads, which is a perfect setup. The BMW M models, however, are made for track use that are also usable on road. And I don't know why, but this car gets me. This is one of the best cars I've driven in a long time, factory cars. Okay, let me show you launch control. As I said, 4.3 seconds to 100 kph. Full traction, always with these beautiful Michelin tires. And that wasn't 4.3 seconds, it was 4.1 seconds. It does 4.1, 4.1, 4.1. So it's really, really quick. And as I said, they have reworked the exhaust. Also, they have added some fake sound, but not as drastically and as over the top as with the new M3. This is just perfect. A few burbles from the exhaust and a bit of a bass rumble from the speakers, but it's done in a perfect way. Oh, and as you can see there, it is rear wheel biased. So if you push it in a corner, give it some throttle, it will push out the back end. This car, I absolutely love it. I think it's one of the best BMWs of the last 5 years. I honestly think so. I love how it's so playful. The only downside is that the brakes aren't all that nice. You don't have the brake performance that matches the speed of the car, because it's a really quick car, but it's just under brake. It's not really all that nice. So let's talk performance. 100 to 200. just over 10 seconds, which for 374 horsepower is really, really fast. Top speed 250 kilometers an hour. Give me some space and I will show you guys. Man, this car, it is such a nice BMW. Such a nice BMW. I absolutely love it. If you're looking for a car that's fast in a straight line, nimble, sharp, playful, this thing ticks all the boxes. You just have to order a set of M Performance brakes, but that will set you back a few grand. But other than that, this thing is so good. I absolutely love it, and I think that people who are considering buying a Toyota Supra, for instance, they should look at this, because this is way better than a Supra. Show me some BMW love. We have a bit of a headwind, and that's the limiter. 250, right? No, it isn't. This is 241. Again, come on, BMW. I paid for a car that you said would do 250, but it doesn't. It's 241. What is happening over at BMW? In the olden days, they would do like 260 or 270, and they said it did 250. But nowadays, they say they do 250 and they do 240. This is like the 10th time it's happening with BMWs. It's insane. Okay, let's run for the border. Against the wind, so this car, guys, this is it. I think this is the best BMW you can buy right now. It has some minor flaws, but man, what an upgrade over the old M240i. This is way better. Now, as you might know, the old M240i and the B58 in general is one of the favorite engines when it comes to tuning, but imagine this small little xDrive car with like a 500 or 600 horsepower. It would like eat up a lot on the drag strip. Oh man, what an engine, what a car. I am in love. And what a color. This is the launch color, and I love the fact that they did something different, you know, not Nardo gray, or you know, everything is green nowadays at introductions. I love this freaky purple. I love this car. Maybe it's because I'm BMW fanboy, but I don't think it's because of that. I am a BMW fanboy, of course, but I try to be professional. Okay guys, hope you like this review. Subscribe by clicking the big button right here. Go check out this review or go check out this playlist. See you at the next one. Bye.